Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? March 49. Yo, 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 yo.
Minshew, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Gets around him, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Minshew sets to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
64, weak. Hey, Alpha.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
60 outlaw. Brings up second and 5. At the Chargers.
Second and 5 now. Minshew, and that is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come on,
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And caught by Henry. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey! Mike's both. There we go.
Second and 4. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The pass on second down. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third and 5.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hey, high 7.
Minshew throwing on third down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jenopoly Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
60 outlaw. It's a party now. It's a party now. Yo, go.
We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 30 base. Yep.
Running on first down, Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Hey.
2nd and a yard.
Under 10.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Go. 31's the mic. I'm coming. Keep that.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone plunk it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
X3, 218, chopper, 5, 44, Mike, 44. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. All day, punt. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And this is caught inside the 5. 25 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We Remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Wide, get wide.
Now Minshew fighting to stay upright. He can't bring him down.
The weight room.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Look at me. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. Extra point by Badgley, up and good.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. It's on the Pro Bowl center, Mike Pouncey.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
That's trash.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
22 Jet Bomber. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's shoot.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Strong right. Everyone, you got 4 down. Check 9.
Now back to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Slam. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Minshew sets to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, 43 yards. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Completes it to Lee. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go.
He's got it at the 15. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He completes it to Henry.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 66 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get them one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Vincent Smith, 44 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Chargers 45.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Go. You don't want it. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Allen. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. The Chiefs have taken the late lead in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and inches, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
30 base.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Check 24. 20. Team spill. Check 25. Ready.
On fourth down, Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the home team here, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.